What is up? Stephen Taylor here. So I actually first met Henrique through a mentor of mine who's a piano player, and Henrique was doing his graduate studies at University of Southern Mississippi. I was 14, I believe, and he did not take high school students, and he told me so the first lesson and told me I needed to work hard, and I definitely did, and was with him for a couple of years with lessons during that time. The biggest takeaways from working with Henrique were his organization and his methodical methods for approaching practice time, his methodical methods for preparing for a gig. He actually gave me my first gigs, referred me to them, and so I still to this day use those when I'm working with students, when I'm working in my own practice time, to understand better how I can progress, how my students can progress, those types of things. A really funny story, he had actually referred me to a gig. It was Little Shop of Horrors. Actually, there was a stage show, and there's a portion in there where they play this Gene Krupa Sing 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 style groove, and I was freaked out because I was like 16, 15 and did not know that groove. And so I called Henrique. I said, we got to have an emergency, lesson. And he said, well, I'm actually moving. He had already packed up all his drums. He was ready to leave town. He said, but we'll meet and we'll do a lesson. And so I remember we met in the back of this music store. Best drum lesson I've ever had. And he took a cardboard box and he explained to me the history of Gene Krupa, what he did for the drumming world, and then he actually taught me the groove, and I pulled it off successfully. I've still got a recording, a little tape of myself doing it during that show. So it was a really big moment for me to understand you don't need a drum kit to teach someone, to teach them concepts, to teach them real applicable things. And I would say one of the deepest takeaways from the past few years was getting to know him, being reconnected with him, and understanding just how hard he works and pushes himself. And that pushes me as a former student, and I would say still a current student. I don't think you're ever done learning from a teacher. It pushes me to further myself and to continue to better myself, whether that be with business or whether that be with the drums. So Henrique's got a one-day intensive coming up in Colorado Springs. I cannot think of a better way to spend your time or to spend your day than going and learning from someone such as Henrique. And so you can sign up at the Drum Set Coach. I promise you, you won't regret it.